if this Moira is just doing DPS. It's just... what is this Moira doing? Is this a troll, or is this actually a really bad player? Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome to the video. So what we're going to do is we're going to open the OverAnalyzed detective department, and we're going to find out if this is a troll or if this is actually a bad player that does need help. Now, I'm going to look at the player's name. Just look at the player's name, right? So at this point, I'm like, this is a troll. It's absolutely a troll. Look at the video. Why is there... I nearly knocked my coke over. Why is there like a black bar there and a black bar at the bottom? And it's just like, what the hell is this, right? It looks pure, like quintessential, absolute troll, absolute meme material. But I wouldn't have even have got this far, because what I would have done is I'd have read this line in the email, right? I'd have read the line, "Hi, my name is King Pepe. Pronounce it how you'd like." At that point, I delete the email and I don't go any further. But not this time, because I'm like, no. Maybe all these people I've been thinking are trolls actually are not trolls, and they're just memers hiding behind memes because they're terrible, but really they need an intervention, right? Maybe. Just stick with me, right? And like I said, at the end of this video, we will come to a conclusion. Is it a troll? Is it somebody who legitimately does need help? In more ways than one. Okay, so the email goes on to say, "I've been critically hit by the bronze stick basically ever since I switched to the Paladin's clone that is Overwatch." So this is a troll. This has to be a troll. It's got to be a troll, right? It's got to be. Sometimes I get extremely annoyed because I usually have all golds. Okay, that's a meme. Every game, another meme. Even if that matters, another meme. So 3 memes there together. Memeing like you would never meme before. And I feel like, despite that, sometimes I'm still on a losing streak. Well, I mean, you're on a losing streak if you're losing games. Sorry. Let's go on. I've had plenty of times I was the only one on fire at all on my team, and I feel like I can't carry hard enough. I've gotten super close to my breakthrough, and I know that with your help, I could really shine. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's go. Let's go. Play the replay. So he's playing Hanzo. Right, he comes out the door. So I'm at the moment, right now, I'm thinking this is a troll. And we're going to see stupid, so what I think we're going to see is like really exaggerated poor play, right? And if we start seeing that, I'm going to start thinking it's a troll. Let's have a look. So he's firing as he comes out the gates. Okay, he's behind the payload. Where's my thing? There it is. It's a troll. It's got to be a troll. It's got to be a troll. It just stood still and died.
I must reclaim my honor.
Nobody would do that. Right. Okay, now this is if we were in a court of law, I think the judge would just tell me to get lost with this statement because I've got no evidence to support it. But look at this, right? Watch this. He stands still. So he comes out the spawn door, stands still. What he's doing there is minimizing the game, typing in Discord, lol, troll. Of course, I've got no evidence to support this, Your Honor. Okay, so he's fired his sonic arrow into the wall there, which is weird. Like, why would you do that? Anyway, he's gone back to firing. Now, at least he's trying to shoot targets that are not hiding behind barriers. Although all of his team's getting killed, so it's not great at the moment. But he's still, he's in a relatively safe position. He's trying to lead shots. Also, he's got the dot crosshair. Now, I use the dot crosshair quite a lot. And that would indicate to me that it's a pro. Because I'm a pro. Because I use it. Anyway, moving on. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I can't say what I just thought in my head. I literally cannot say it. I'd be banned off YouTube. Anyway, moving on. Ladies and gentlemen, moving on. All right, so he's on the front line. He's spamming shots. This is a bit risky because he might get killed, but he's not doing anything mental. Like the thing I'm not seeing so far is he's not like running into the enemy team on his own. He's not just like memeing hardcore. He's not going on flanks. He's staying at the front line, spamming the enemy team. So maybe this is legitimate. This might be legitimate. Okay, but where are what are our team doing? So I think our team have gone on a flank and we've just decided to stay here and we're just spamming. Performance issues, okay. We're walking forward to the payload. We're spamming some storm arrows. We're just doing Hanzo stuff. Okay. This might be a bronze player. This might legitimately be a bronze player. But can you guys see like how I get to the point of like, it's just memes, so I just don't even look at the emails. This might be a bronze player. Maybe we should overanalyze this like normally. This might be a bronze player. Sigma's got 1 HP. Okay, I think this is a bronze player. At the moment. Right, okay. So, we're on the front line. We need to back off. We have backed off. We don't want to die. We like it. This is good. This is good. It's awesome. We need to get back to our team. What we need to do here is just wait for our supports to heal us. Okay. One thing I will say about that, though, is always put your own life in your own hands. Like, it is good to give your supports charge, and I'd say in this position here, because like literally there is nothing, like, I mean, the enemy is not going to be chasing us through here. We're very safe. We could just wait for the Ana to heal us to give her a bit of ultimate charge, and that's the optimal play there. But generally, you just want to keep yourself alive. It's like if you're playing, you know, a hero and you take damage, get the health pack, right? Don't rely on the supports always giving you healing unless it's safe to do so. So that's like kind of a minor thing, but that's okay. So we're coming up to an ultimate that's available. See, we've wasted our Sonic Arrow there to the left. We shouldn't really have used that there. What we should have done with the Sonic Arrow is tried to fire it a bit further up here, like sort of past the payload, just to give us an idea of what's going on. Maybe we could fire it onto this high ground here, although, well, we know nobody's up there because we've got the, what have I drawn? We've got the demonetization. We've got the knowledge for the replay viewer. There's nobody up there anyway. But that would maybe be a more valuable arrow than firing it over here. We can see one of the enemy players there, although I don't think that's from the arrow. That's just from the spectator tool. No, it was from the arrow because he was red. So, yeah, it kind of did show there was a Zen. So, fair play. All right, the one thing I don't like here, though, is we're on the front line. And, like, there's no protection. Like, where's our team gone? What are we trying to do here? We should probably be with our team, or at least playing with our barriers. We do have a Reinhardt and a Sigma. Okay, so we can see a Torb. So this could be good. We could push the Torb. He's 1 HP. We go up there and kill that Torb. Our Sigma's finally joined us. Performance problems again. So we should have pushed that Torb, right? He was 1 HP. We could have killed him. We've got Storm Arrows available. So here, right, we noticed there was a Torb. We could have taken him out by using this. And he would have just been annihilated. And yeah, beautiful, right? So I think now the fight breaks out. We've killed the Torb. We're a player up. Okay, we just YOLO yeet our ult through the middle. Gets a kill. We've been nano boosted. Get another kill. Okay, so our team win this fight. That's fine. It was a bit messy, but that's fine. But your positioning seems okay. I think this is an actually bronze player. Because the thing with Overwatch, right, is when you've got, like, when you play at a certain level, you get used to certain ways, like, the flow of the game at that rank. So you do certain things and you've got certain tells. Now, I thought this player might have been platinum because when he came out of the gates, started firing his, you know, his arrow off like crazy, then stood still, blatantly obvious, and was like, oh, and then died. But then in the spawn was a little bit AFK, then came out the spawn and was a little bit AFK again. Maybe they were actually getting, like, you know, somebody was talking to them going, oi, sort yourself out. You know, like, the dad's come through and he's gone like, son, get off the games. Yeah, right, I'm cutting the cord. I'm cutting the power. It's like I'm reliving, like, something that may possibly have happened to me in the past. But the joke's on them now, isn't it? And so I think this guy might actually be bronze.
Enemy turret ahead.
So enemy turret ahead. Oh, by the way, you'll notice I haven't got headphones on. It's because I got fancy speakers now. that don't get picked up by my microphone. And they beam, well, you can see this one there. It beams the audio into my head. It's actually next level. I hate wearing headsets. Anyway, let's go. Although always use a headset if you're actually, going to competitively compete in a game. Don't use speakers. More lag again. All right, so one of the things here with the Hanzo is we don't want to be on the front line. And there's a beautiful place we could be. And this is actually a wonderful place to bring this in. It's here. We should get onto the high ground up here. So as our team are pushing forward, we should literally rush this. We can climb up there. Now we're on the high ground. So if we access the high ground from here, we can stand here and we can just rain arrows down below. Remember, high ground advantage is massive in Overwatch. Don't do this. Do not, like, a lot of lower ranked players do this. And again, this is a tell that might indicate you actually are a lower level player. Is they follow the path of the game, which is this way. We don't, like, why would we do that? Like, it doesn't give us any benefit to do that because we can wall climb. We're Hanzo, we can be on the flank. So we're moving forward. We've lost our Reinhardt. He's gone absolutely mental and gone in deep. We're still with the payload. We're with Anna. It's cool. It's fine. There's a bit of lag there. I don't know whether that was in your game or what. I don't know. But now we're sort of on the front line. We're exposed. It's not a great place to be and we get killed. And that's exactly why we die there. Now, one of the things we always say is don't die, right? It sounds stupid. Just don't die when you play Overwatch and you will win more games. If you were in a high ground position there, you probably would have, had more of a chance of staying alive and seeing more of the enemy. Now, what's a bit of a problem here is we've got 9 seconds left and it's a messy fight. It could go either way. Kind of like 50-50 the fight. We've gone in with Sonic Arrow. We're missing a ton of shots. We should kill him. Nice, nice. Cool. We've almost got an ulti, but this is going to be a bit of an ask. We do have our Orisa. Oh, no, that's their Orisa. Confused by the colours. I mean, like, so you could be overly critical here and you could say, well, right, why are you using your ulti there? But the fact is, we have to touch the point. We're keeping it alive here by jumping on it, which is the right decision. And then we just fire our ult over the payload, which again is fine, really. I mean, you could argue you could fire it in this direction, potentially, just to sort of catch anybody coming through. But at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter. You've just got to use it. It's the last fight. We have to use all of our abilities, which you kind of have done. So this play so far has been... I think this is a bronze player.
Score 0-0. Switching sides. Initiating match.
What do you guys think? Like, I think it is. I think this actually is. I don't think anybody could pretend to... All right, then. So now we're on the defense. Oh, okay. Nice little jump there. Right, okay, cool. So this actually, I really like this stuff. So firing the Sonic Arrow down onto the spawn door is actually really nice. And you're in a nice start position here for the Hanzo. And I think typically in the past, you wouldn't have seen this with bronze players, right? Because this is just something that happens naturally with any game. But as the game gets older, player skill gets better at every single rank. So things you wouldn't have seen before, you do kind of see now at different ranks. Anyway, so this is good. So let's just take a look at the team comps here, because we've got to be aware of one thing here, which is if we die at the start of this, there is a big problem, because they only need to push the payload just around the corner and then we're dead. And I think this is a thing, again, a lot of players don't really take into account, especially at lower ranks in the game. They just have a set way of playing the game and they do that every single time. So your thought is, look, I want to get the high ground and I'm just going to spam them as they come out. That's great, but what happens if we die? What happens if they've got a Widow? They don't have a Widow, but what happens if they had a Widow and Widow just kills us, or they've got a Hanzo that just kills us straight away because we're not playing with a barrier? Now, we don't have a barrier in this team comp. In fact, look at our team. It's actually, it's not great. Like, this isn't really a tank line. And this, again, is one of the problems with Overwatch. And Jeff actually has highlighted this on the forums, and it's actually an interesting comment that he made. So he was asked, ever considered putting in an off-tank queue? Like, so you pick main tank and off tank. And he said, yeah, but we can't do it because queue times would be way too long. So, yeah, there will be games where we end up with these kind of tank comps, but whatever. So, high ground position here, it's okay. But what I do here is as soon as the game starts, I'd fire a fully charged primary fire arrow down into the enemy team spawn door, maybe activate storm arrows and just spam them. Then I'd get down out of the way, because actually they've just swapped to a Widow. So, okay, this could be a... Oh my god, this could be a problem. So actually, let's just go back here. So the first thing you want to fire is a primary fire arrow, standard arrow, not a storm arrow, because they do more damage. And I think you activated storm arrow there, but there was lag. But I think you're just gone straight in with storm arrows. Now, I think storm arrows do 60 damage per shot, but they do have headshot multiplier. But standard arrow does 125 damage per shot with headshot modifier, so it does more damage. You do 200... Well, you can just kill people with it. It's 250, right? It's more damage. Take it from me. So, yeah, this is okay here, but we've got to be aware of this Widow. We can't die. Like, we literally cannot die. Like, so one of the things... Like, we always talk about this, don't we, in OverAnalyzed? We talk about value, right? Okay, value. What's the value here, right? The value is just don't die, right? That's simple. But what's the plan? This is the other one, right? What is the plan? The plan here is the same as the value. It's not to die. So we know the plan leads into... I shouldn't swear, but I have because I'm losing it. Leads into the win condition, yeah? So win condition, what is it here, right? I just riddle it to you. Like, what is the win condition here, guys? What is actually the win condition? Right, I'll tell you what the win condition is. The win condition is to stop them pushing the payload to the orange box, right? No, the win condition is not to die through overextending, through giving the other enemy the ability, the reach to do damage to us to kill us. We should not be here now at this point. We've got to get out. We know they've got a Widow. We're actually trying to kill the Widow. This is risky. This is risky. If we kill her, we take that and then we have to drop down to the low ground. Okay, spamming storm arrows. Every time I've seen you use storm arrows, you have... Okay, nice. We killed the Widow. But every time you've used storm arrows, you've fired the whole lot off. Like, you've activated it and blasted all 5 arrows off. Don't do that. Don't do that. If you watch the best Hanzo players, they activate it and they'll go pew, 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 pew. They won't just go and blast them all off straight away because you'll miss a lot of them. Remember, it fires a fully charged arrow in terms of speed that does 60 damage and has a headshot multiplier. So you want to land as many of these as you can. Now, the only time you would use these and spam them out without thinking about it is if you've got a point blank attack into a big tank, like a Reinhardt, Roadhog, Diva, or you are spamming them into a barrier, or like you just want to spam them because there's a load of enemy players together. But any other time, aim. Like, always aim with them. No, don't just blast them off. So this is a good result for us now. Like, nice little cheeky spray. We need to get down on the low ground now because we need to be really worried about this Widow coming back if it stays on Widow. Okay, so this is something we need to be aware of as well. Now, I know this is a bronze level game, but I know a lot of you guys watching this won't be bronze players. But when you're in this situation, right, like what I am thinking in my head is like, right, I'm Hanzo, spam, spam, spam. They've got a Widow. Oh, God. This player cheekily jeweled the Widow but killed her. So then now what is the next thing? What should you be thinking? Well, what you should be thinking is I'm going to constantly check the score screen now to see if it comes back on a Widow. Because if you kill a Widow straight away at the start of a round, there is a high chance that they swap their hero. But if they don't, you've still got to respect the Widow. In this case, they've changed their hero. So no longer is there this danger for us to be on this high ground, so we can feel a bit more confident. So I've been pressing, because I play on PC, I've been pressing tab, tab, tab. Okay, they've got a Tracer. You could say in the voice comms, Widow swapped to Tracer. That's all you need to say there. Then you get stuck into doing a bit more damage. One thing I would do as well, if I was playing Hanzo here, is my Sonic Arrow would not be deployed here in the middle, because everybody can see what's going on here. It would be over there, and I'm not going to draw the rest of that, because I'll get demonetized again. It would be over here, right? So I can see if we fight into the wall there, or like just into the door here, anywhere, so I can see there's any kind of flank coming through. And the only reason I know that is because I've been pressing tab and I see the Widow has changed to a Tracer. And what does Tracer like to do? She likes to flank. Okay, it's a bronze Tracer. It's probably just going to no-brain in and die. But these are good habits to get ready with. Storm arrows again. Look, you see, how many did we hit there? I don't think we actually hit any of the arrows. We just spam them all off and nothing hit. So, yeah, well, I mean, we're losing the fight. Now, what I want to say here is, yes, you are missing a lot of arrows. Yes, that's not ideal. But the enemy team have a better team comp. They literally beat us by the fact they've got an Orisa. Because Orisa can sit there, absorb all the damage that's being put out, and they're just pushing forward. The Tracer's harassing, actually playing okay. Well, Hog does kill her. I was going to say Hog hooked her but didn't kill her. We've got a bit of lag, which might be a problem that you've got. You know, if we're lagging, we need to sort that out. Okay, you see, again, we spam the storm arrows there because we're worried, right? Reaper's right up on top of us. We're like, oh my god, we spam storm arrows, but we don't hit any of them. That's not what we should be doing with storm arrows. We almost have our dragon. So our dragon here would be the... So again, at this point, it's looking really ropey, right? The enemy team are pushing. How can we deal with this? Like, what options do we have? Well, okay, yes, we don't want to die, but also we know that we've got our... Apparently it just doesn't work anymore. There we go. We've got this, right? And it's only 19% off being charged. That's a few good hits into the enemy tanks, and we've got this. And we can fire it straight through and just, like, wreck the enemy team. Or at least give us time to recover as a team. Because that's what we need now. All we're doing is playing for time. Because right now, it looks really ropey. It looks really dodgy. It looks like we've lost this game. But we need to just try and do everything we can to stay in the game. So, nice sort of little movement here to the side. I like that. We're on the Orisa. That's just standing still because the Orisa's like, whatever. Okay. Yeah, we're going back. We're going back. So, you've got to understand there's a minimum range on the Dragon Strike. You can't fire it point blank. I think there... Here, it still hit them, but let me explain. So you're firing into this, right? We've got it available. Your first reaction is to immediately fire this. It should not be that. It really shouldn't. What we should do is go this way. So move this. Oh my lord, get that off the screen. Move this way. Yeah, reposition ourselves better, and then fire the arrow. So it goes, the Dragon Strike, so it goes across the payload in this direction, maximizing the impact of it. Instead, what we've done is we've effectively fired it, so all it does is touches a bit of the payload here and then just goes off the map. Now, it will give us a little bit of time, but not as much time as firing it this way would have done. Now, this is only a slight adaptation. I still feel like this is going to be difficult to make work. Yeah, you can see, like, I think the Orisa moved out of it, possibly. She died to our Lucio. But imagine if it was fired through here, right? If it was fired through here, suddenly it's a completely different ballgame. The Orisa is forced to go this way if she was still alive, into our team. Well, she already died anyway, because she did take damage from Dragon Strike, and then Lucio finished her off. This here suddenly has got a Dragon Strike in its face, and it's more difficult, maybe even dies. Is it a Tracer? I don't know what, it's a Zarya. See, look, we've got 3 people back on the point here, so we really need healing. Oh my god, we've got 4 HP! Oh, yeah, that's sick. Okay, that's sick. All right, okay. Steady on with the spray. We need healing. Heal me. Heal me. What we Storm Arrow? Get the health pack. Do something. Dude, you've got to do something. Get the health pack. Get the health pack. If this Moira is just doing DPS... It's just... what is this Moira doing? This Moira has just thrown out the damage orb. Earth to Moira. Earth to Moira. Right, at this point, you have taken the piss. Right, you have got to get the health. You can't just sit there and expect this Moira to heal you when all it's doing is DPS. You've got to get the health. Oh, God. No, we're going to die because we've got no health. Oh, we're finally getting healed. Holy lag, Batman. Oh. Oh, D.Va's helping us. Oh, we might hold this. Okay, a bit of lag. We might hold. I think we might hold. Woo. Okay, when you die as well. Oh, this is the replay tool, isn't it? Okay, yeah, I was good. Oh, yeah. And because it's a replay tool, I can't see when you bring up the score screen either. So I apologize if you were bringing it up. Yes, I apologize. Still winnable. Okay. Right, so we know Reaper's going on the high ground. Cool. What are we doing here? What's our plan? So, yeah, we're spamming damage into the tank. That's fine. Target priority there is okay. Barrier comes back up. We've now got a Mei. So, actually, this is not looking too bad for us, actually. We get a kill. They use grab. Oh, Reaper just presses Q in the grab. Actually, still not looking too bad. Dragon strikes up. Yeah. Ow. Ow, ow, ow. All right, okay. What do you think, guys? I think that actually is a bronze player. I thought it was a troll based off the name. You know, King Pepe, the email. I've been playing the Paladin's clone Overwatch. You know, I was just like, ah! But it turns out that actually there might have been like hundreds, well, probably thousands at this point, of emails I've got rid of that actually are not trolls, that are just straight up people that did want help, but they're hiding behind like a meme troll mask. I don't know. What do you think, guys? What the hell? Anyway, if you want to send videos in for consideration to appear on the series, then go to unitlost.com/overanalyzed and submit away. It is the best. But I think that is actually a legitimately bronze player. Cool. All right, guys. I'll catch you on the next one. Actually, let me know in the video comments below what you think. Bronze or not. Fake or real. I'll catch you on the next one.